Hey guys, well, welcome back to the channel. This week I've been behind the wheel of the refreshed 2025 BMW M440i xDrive, or essentially all-wheel drive coupe. Now, BMW has easily become my go-to luxury performance brand over the last few years because I really like their styling updates, their performance, and definitely driving characteristics. Now, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button because now it's time to get into consumer hot topics like pricing, real-world fuel economy, cargo space, technology, and so much more. For 2025, BMW has decided to only slightly modify their popular 4 Series sedans. This M440i xDrive Coupe you're looking at is covered with the new and optional Vegas red metallic paint, new 19-inch wheels with summer performance tires, and the restyled front kidney grille. Shadowline adaptive LED lights up front have been updated with BMW's LED laser light technology moving to the rear when equipped. The optional premium package, M Sport Pro package, and advanced driver assisted packages add more than $8,000 to your bottom line depending on your market location, but BMW's new 8.5 with quick select navigation operating system is standard. MSRP pricing for this 4-passenger luxury performance coupe begins at just over $75,500 Canadian or just over $66,200 US before tax and options. Pricing aside, engine performance has also been updated. So this 2025 BMW M440i xDrive Coupe is equipped with a 3-liter turbocharged inline 6-cylinder with an 8-speed automatic transmission and is supported by a mild 48-volt hybrid system. This is now producing 386 horsepower with 398 pound-feet of torque and looks like this off the line when in sport mode. Sport mode activated. Now, let's go. So BMW suggests that with the mild 48-volt hybrid system that your 4 Series sedan should be better off the line, and I can 100% confirm that off-the-line performance with this M440i xDrive Coupe is amazing. And fuel efficiency is also supposed to be improved with the new mild 48-volt hybrid system. And now that's a different story. So I went out for 2 different test drives. Both of them were 90 minutes, both using the exact same roads, sitting in traffic, driving on urban roads and on the highway. In my test number 1, I had a more spirited drive using sport mode, throttle mashing, doing nothing to help my fuel efficiency, and knowing full well that I had to fill up with premium fuel. Not fun. So that aside, I was only able to average 13.1 liters per 100 kilometers, which is not very good at all. And then for my second test drive, I actually activated Eco Pro mode. And, you know, I drove just as like I was going to work. So more like your average commuter. And again, 90 minutes, and again, using the exact same roads. And when all was said and done, I was able to average 8.7 liters per 100 kilometers, which is pretty good. But FYI, if you want to achieve great fuel efficiency, well, then you have to activate Eco Pro mode because the default mode is actually comfort. So the 4 Series has a few different competitors, and if you look down in the description below, I'll provide you with some competitor comparisons in relation to cargo space. Now, if you're still on the fence between the coupe, like I have, or the cabriolet, essentially the convertible, well, just know that the coupe style actually offers more cargo space. And on that note, you receive 439 liters or 15.5 cubic feet of space with the rear seats up, which is decent for a coupe style sedan. If you need to lower the rear seats in their 40-20-40 split configuration, BMW includes convenient handles back here, and I really like the ability to lower just the middle section, but you need to do that from the interior. On the left side, you'll find a storage pocket for your tire inflation kit, and when opening or closing your trunk door, you could either use the power button or select the premium package and you gain a hands-free kick to open or close feature. So I'm definitely not trying to sound like a jerk when I say this. I'm just trying to be very, very honest with you. But if you are taller or have a wider girth, then you definitely don't want to be sitting back here in your 4 Series or in your friend's 4 Series because, like I previously mentioned, this is only a 4-passenger sedan and it's going to get tight. But if you're familiar with my channel, you know I'm only 5'3" and 127 pounds. And I normally don't complain about leg space. I still wouldn't in this vehicle. But headspace does get really, really tight. And if I was wearing my big puff that I usually do, I couldn't sit back here very comfortably. Now, also back here, you will not find really any storage. Wasn't expecting it because it is a sports sedan, but you'll find a pocket on both sides for either your cell phone or some snacks. But it's nice. You receive this armrest and 2 cup holders. There's no additional climate panel. Again, small vehicle, it's not really necessary, but you have 2 vents. And if you're looking for connectivity, you'll find it inside your front center console. So just like the exterior, the interior of your 4 Series also gets a refresh. So this is the optional Vernasca red coral highlighted interior. It's really, really nice. It's also valued at $1,900 depending on your market location, so keep that in mind. The steering wheel has also been refreshed as well in the infotainment system, which I'll get to in a second. Now, keeping in mind as I take you on a tour of your driver and front passenger comfort and technology, I have over $8,000 of options. So I'm going to begin up top with your small sunroof, which is completely power operated. Both front seats are power operated, heated, not ventilated, and offer lumbar support, which is really nice. The steering wheel is also heated. On the left-hand side, you'll find your adaptive cruise control functions, also your steering assist. Again, keeping in mind, I have the advanced driver assisted technology package. So I also received the video augmented reality navigation and the heads up display. On the right-hand side, you'll find your Bluetooth settings, your voice commands, and your shortcuts for your Harman Kardon audio sound system, which sounds really, really good. You could also customize your fully digital driver cluster. Then moving to the infotainment system, like I mentioned, it is all new. 8.5 quick select with navigation, so that's standard. You also have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as standard as well. It is touch operated and swipe. If you want to minimize your fingerprints, we'll just use your dial knob and the buttons located down here. Here are my go-to icons. So first I go over to displays and I actually deactivate my heads up display. The way I sit in a vehicle, which is really, really low, I have all the screens in my line of sight, so I don't need any additional things popping up at me. And then I find doors and windows. And I either scroll to tailgate in this one or your trunk door, and I make sure I activate my hands-free kick to open feature. Again, part of that premium package. Then I find driving settings, and I absolutely deactivate or activate all my driver assisted technology because, again, with the advanced package, you receive a lot. So it's not overly complicated. Go through it with your BMW specialist because, I mean, you're paying for all these things, but those are my go-to. Now, with the premium package, you also receive a mobile charge pad. Additional connectivity includes one USB port, one 12-volt port. Now, all that aside, let's hit the road so I can tell you about my driving impressions and, most importantly, visibility. 2025 BMW M440i xDrive Coupe final impressions. And I'm going to start with those features that I think need improvement or I just don't necessarily like or definitely you should be aware of. So I'll begin with the exterior. I'm not a fan of the new Vegas red. I don't like this color, but I'm also really, really picky about red because I strongly feel that red should be reserved for Ferrari cars. I'm Italian, so I'm biased. Anyways, that aside, what definitely needs to be improved is the sound of this climate system. It's way too loud. So when you have it set to like 1 or 2, it's not bad. You can have just a nice conversation. But when you set it to level 3 on the fan or higher, it's so loud, you're literally yelling at your co-pilot or your passengers. And then also one thing that you need to be well aware of is visibility. So visibility is really good out the front and the sides. And I love how that rear window, that side window is long, because there's absolutely no blind spot by that C-pillar. But if you're short like me and you have to move the seat forward, when you go to look out your left-hand side, you can't see, because my headrest is in line with that B-pillar, and I legit, like, you can't see. My producing partner is just shy of 5'11". He actually has the exact same problem. So you have to lean forward or just take advantage of your driver assisted technology. And speaking about driver assisted technology, remember, it comes with packages. So, I mean, when you're going with the advanced package or the premium package, you're going to have your adaptive lighting system, you're going to have the adaptive cruise control, steering assist, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring. I even have a 3D camera. So you get everything that you're gonna need and more. But for me, I would actually pre-order this vehicle. I'd get rid of all the driver assisted technology, and I'd actually opt for 20-inch wheels with summer performance tires. And I know that's not going to do anything to help my fuel economy with the bigger wheel and tire combination, but I think the steering would be even more aggressive. And then also I would put a carbon fiber package on this, and then I'd be totally track ready, because I'm obsessed with tracking. Check me out or come visit me at 6 Gear Track Days. Amazing. But when it comes to the overall drive, let me tell you, the steering is fantastic. Like, it's spot on, it's aggressive. If you're looking for something like a vehicle that offers more comfort, well then, I mean, consider the X5 and go with the air suspension, but a sport suspension. You're gonna feel all the bumps and cracks, and I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. Overall comfort is really good, just keeping in mind if you have taller passengers sitting in the back, yeah, it's gonna be cramped unless you have a short person sitting up front like me, and then it shouldn't be too bad. But guys, all that aside, if you look down in the description below, I try to make your purchasing experience easier for you. So look at the additional information and the links. And while you're down there, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Thanks for watching.